There, we got it. And my PowerPoint, is that loading? While it is, I'll say I'm Pat Wright. I'm representing legalizeferrets.org. And I want to thank the hospitality. I want to thank Mr. Fisher for his help, because this is not something that's done previously. And there we are. And if let's see if I could follow directions on this. Next slide. You know who you are. That's good. There we go. Yeah, we tried to go for the cuteness, but my consultant said cuteness doesn't always work here. And picking up where we left off, the ferret issue's been going on for a long time. And we have commissioned a study by Sacramento State University as requested by the commission in 2000 and Governor Schwarzenegger. And right now we are asking we are pointing the commission to the policy statement of introduction of non-native species. Proposals to introduce exotic species shall be submitted to the commission for approval. The department will review and evaluate proposals to ensure the potential effects of such introductions will not have unacceptable negative impacts. We don't consider ferrets exotic. What is needed now, allowing pet ferrets in California, requires the commission to approve changes to regulations in section 671 of the Fish and Game Code. I got to keep up with myself here. Oh, I don't have to. Are you sure I tend to do things backwards, yes. All right. I hope my time is still going. The commission has made a lot of changes in the past without conducting an EIR, such as allowing a live barramundi game fish to the state, as well as importation of raptors for nuisance bird control. The commission's wildlife protection activities are exempt from the California Environmental Quality Act and has its own approved environmental document process. We would welcome the same process that you use for the fish, barramundi, for ferrets. Okay, am I working now? No. Not yet? Oh, the next slide, 2 slides over, is really important. There's that cute ferret. What is needed? Okay, here's the report that we commissioned from Sacramento State University. It took a year of study and proved California, New York, the state of California and New York City are basically alone in prohibiting the ferret in the United States. Domestic ferrets simply cannot survive in the wild more than a few days, and very importantly, no feral ferret population has ever been documented in the United States, and no transfer of rabies. Ferrets have been proven not to be able to spread the rabies virus in their saliva. And we'd like to stress that the environmental document process is highly appropriate for this process, and we really would like a fair chance to be able to do this. So at most, the commission should first conduct an initial study to verify Dr. Groening's report. Don't take our word for it. Ferrets were first banned in 1933, lumped together with all mustelids, which would be like banning toy poodles and chihuahuas because they're in the same family as wolves and coyotes. And as ferrets became popular pets, this became a problem. And ferrets are the only domestic animal. As far as I know, the Fish and Game Commission and Department do not regulate dogs and cats. Dogs and cats have been proven to be an environmental detriment to agriculture. Yeah, they've been problematic. So it seems kind of silly to us that California and New York City are the only places where ferrets are not allowed. A domestic ferret, this is the most boring slide. They are the only domestic member of the mustelid family, which I guess has increased the confusion. But here's another cute picture. These are how we see ferrets. They are part of the family. They're a very important part of the family. They are our kids. Why are we doing this? Because we love them. And Californians are tired of living in fear. And, oh, this is the slide the committee really edited. This is a report that really exacerbated the problems from the Department of Health Services in 1985 at the request of the Fish and Game Commission at the time. This is a report that talks about blood-sucking ferrets that eat children. There's no scientific basis in this, and it's time to disregard it. How others view ferrets, only the California Department and Commission of Fish and Game and your counterparts in New Zealand, which is an island ecosystem and quite different, view the ferret as anything but completely domestic. There are three issues that are often cited: wildlife, agriculture, human health and safety. Wildlife, the Sacramento State report says that it's just not an issue. Ferrets are not a threat to wildlife. Agriculture, it's never really been an issue. There's just been no interaction between ferrets and agriculture. And going into public health, anything with teeth can bite, but ferrets are the safest pet you can have.
Hey, I'm going to give you enough time to leave that up there long enough I can read it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been like,
thanks.
I'm trying to be too quick. If you want to be bitten by anything, you want to be bitten by a ferret. I've been bitten by a cat. I've never been bitten by a dog. Let me know when I can go on.
You can go on, just not quite as fast.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, everything is in writing for you, too. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Isn't that a cute picture, too? No. I'm almost done. I know you guys have a full schedule. I'll be merciful. Human health and safety, like I said, everything bites, but the idea of it's outweighed by companionship. The only people who are ever would be in danger are the infants who can't get out of the way and the very elderly. Reasons to legalize are the economic benefit to California. That is at a Petco or PetSmart. I think one of the pet stores estimated the sales at $5.5 million annually for the state of California in ferret supplies. Also, another reason is veterinary care. I think it's more important for the ferret than for people. But really, I do get calls from people who are afraid to take their ferret to the vet, even though veterinarians are allowed to treat them. And their past response, now this slide should have been next to the one from the Department of Health Services. This is your own state employee. Are there instances of ferrets killing or otherwise harassing livestock? We don't know. Killing or harassing wildlife in your state? He doesn't know. Instances of ferrets domestic attacking, biting, otherwise hurting humans? Doesn't know. Abandoned stray or otherwise unconfirmed ferrets? Doesn't know. If this is from a California, I can't remember his title. They shouldn't be banned if we have a don't know in every category. It makes no sense. So, and also, this is one of my favorite quotes. The best way to get a bad law repealed is to enforce it strictly. There have been no citations issued for ferrets in California this year. And usually I get those phone calls. So this is a really bad law which needs to be repealed. So we are asking the commission to start the process, the environmental process, whatever is required, to make California the 49th state where ferrets are legal. Do it for the little guy. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Mr. President. Thanks.
Commissioner Sutton, next year will be 10 years for me on this commission, but this issue's been before this commission since I've been on it in the 10 years, at least 4 other times. And when we do take the trouble and time to agendize it, we always have enough testimony to on the other side of the issue to convince us that keep the status quo. The thing that alarms me is my kids and significant other have pets, and once in a while I'll go in a pet store with them to get supplies, and most of these pet stores in California have exactly what he showed on that film, a special section that's just for ferrets, supplies and stuff, and that kind of irritates me that they to get that kind of business in a state that they're not legal in, and I think that we need to maybe review the comment that there's been no citations in the last year for people having illegal ferrets in California, because if it's going to be illegal, it needs to be illegal, and those folks are breaking the law and need to be punished for it. Anyway, next speaker.